Hi, Karen. Thank you so much for your poems this week. I wanted to start by addressing this comment that you made. This poem rather took over, and I had no choice but to follow where it led me. Well, that's just exactly right. Please don't ever hesitate to follow that instinct. The prompt is just that. It is something to get you started, something to point you in the right direction. It's to experiment and try something new. But if you feel pulled in an entirely another direction, you start off with the prompt, you're trying it, and it pulls you in another direction. You should absolutely trust that instinct. And I feel the same way about you writing about the new territory in your dream world. I think that interpretation of this prompt is right on. I think it's super creative and interesting. And I just want to say, just keep doing that. Like the prompts that I'm offering are here to guide you. Some folks need a little bit more direction than others. And if you feel your brain or your instincts or your creativity pulling you in a different direction, when attempting a prompt that I'm offering, then you should follow that instinct. Absolutely 100%. Please don't shut it down. So I just wanted to make that super clear. In terms of this poem, the Me I Left Behind, I really like that title. I found it super intriguing. I wanted to go on this journey with you and find out what that meant. So I think it's a good title. I know you said you struggled with it. You to retitled it 3 times. So I would say stick with this one. Um, I think um, the other thing in terms of the dream walk, your question was if it fits the assignment at all. Yes, I addressed that. But that it wasn't easy to do, and does this work at all as a poem? So here's how I feel about this dream walk. I feel like what you did here is you recorded some details about your dream, but I don't necessarily think that the craft has come in terms of crafting it into a poem. So I think this is a great start. But what I would say is now it's time to go in and be more selective about the images you decide to include, the language you decide to use to describe those images, and also kind of like to what end, right? So it's like, what is the message? What is the thesis? What is the theme that you're trying to get across? Um, so I think if you're able to re-enter this poem with those ideas in mind, see this as like the note, this version that I'm looking at now as the note taking version, and then go back into it with craft and intentionality in mind, that this could be a really interesting, super interesting poem. So I look forward to seeing the next edit of this one in particular. Thank you so much, Karen.